It's a public hearing on 4 articles we have. Okay, so pursuant to Article 6, Section 6-10 of the Charter of the Town of Oxford, Connecticut, a public hearing will be held by the Board of Finance of the Town of Oxford on Monday, January 27, 2025 at 7 p.m. in Oxford Town Hall, 486 Oxford Road, on the following proposed appropriations to be funded by borrowing. Resolution 1, resolution to amend and restate a resolution entitled Resolution Appropriating $4,255,000 for the Great Oak Elementary School HVAC project and authorizing the issuing of $950,000 of bonds of the town to meet said appropriation and pending the issuance thereof, the making of temporary borrowing for such purpose to increase the bond authorization from $950,000 to $4,255,000. So I know everybody just digest that, but what that means is the initial appropriation was for $950,000, and we have to put the total amount of the project, so it's $4,255,000. We're changing the original amount from $950,000 to $4,255,000, which raises that appropriation. Second, resolution appropriating $4 million for the flood damage repair and rehabilitation project and authorizing the issue of $4 million of bonds of the town to meet said appropriation and pending the issuance thereof, the making of temporary borrowing for such purpose. That's kind of reflects the $4 million we took out of our general fund to cover the cost of the flood. We paid all the contractors, and we're waiting for probably a long time before we get reimbursed by FEMA. So the town right now is out that $4 million. That's why we need the appropriation. So go out and borrow that money. Number 3, resolution appropriating $1.796 million for Great Oak Elementary School cafeteria and gymnasium HVAC project and authorizing the issuing of $1.796 million bonds of the town to meet said appropriation and pending the issuance thereof, the making of temporary borrowing for such purpose. That's the school. That's the school, Great Oak School. That's finishing up the school. That's the gymnasium and the lunchroom. Okay, number 4, resolution appropriating $4,644,000 for the Quaker Farm School HVAC project and authorizing the issuing of $4,644,000 of bonds of the town to meet said appropriation and pending the issuance thereof, the making of temporary borrowing for such purpose. That's to get going on the Quaker Farm School. That's doing the HVAC, same project like we did at Great Oak. So now we'll have all the schools will have good air conditioning, good air, have a good even temperature throughout the school between 70 and 72 degrees. And like I say, and the air will be nice and clean. So those are the appropriations. Do you have any discussions? Okay.
Yeah, roll call.
Okay. You can handle that one.
Everybody who's in here, can they please see your name and address?
Just
for us, we have to do a roll call.
Even this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, Paul is here, Victor, Sue, Vicky. So that's a roll call. I'm sorry. Okay. Is there any discussion on any of the appropriations?
If you have any comments, state your name and address for the record.
People that have a comment. Hearing on. Anybody in the board got anything?
Yeah, I mean, I said this during our joint meeting with the Board of Selectmen last week that the in particular, the heating and cooling issues that are ongoing at Quaker Farms are something that we heard from a great number of parents last time when we were working on the budget last year. So I am happy that.
Anybody else?
I think the only comment I'll make is that based on the mill rate, the current mill rate, I think we determined that the increase was approximately $12 per $100,000 of assessed value of your home. Is that roughly correct? $13. Okay.
All projects are necessary. Every one of them. The schools, finally, we send the kids to school from now on where we don't get calls that the kids are freezing, kids are wet, the kids are sweating. The air quality was terrible. Okay, we'll have all our schools aligned. Finally, it's been a long time.
Jack, can I just ask
Sure.
a question? So after these 4 projects are finished and complete, does that take care of the entirety of the school's needs from a heating and air conditioning perspective?
From what I know, yes, because the high school's got air conditioning. High school's got good heat. The new middle school should be up to snuff, right? And they did a great job of Great Oak. You saw that, okay? And hopefully, Quaker Farms will look like Great Oak, hopefully. And I mean, we've done a lot for the schools. We fixed the pool. We got the pool pack. We got the HVAC, Quaker Farms. We did we actually did a middle school. The roof in Great Oak. The roof was, a lot of things been done. There's more, but right for now, that's all I can think of. But there is more we've done. And this board, I will say, the finance board's been behind all these projects and push. And it took a long time, and a long time for people to come around, and a long time to get the contractors. And I think we got a good contractor. They did a heck of a job at Great Oak. I'm 100% in favor of all these. And we need the money, we need the money, and Jim will tell you, for the $4 million for the flood, the projects we've been spending on the flood. He's got a list of 3.9 million of everything that actually came out of the checkbook. So there's going to be a lot more than that too. So if anybody wants to donate to the town, we can do that too.
Or just for everyone, if you want to explain, like after tonight, what what comes next.
Well, the board, we go back, we're going to send it to the Board of Selectmen to have the town meeting. The town meeting will be Wednesday on these projects, okay? And the Board of Selectmen basically already approved it. So we're just going to send this back that we approve the appropriation, the Board of Finance did, and then it goes to, the Board of Selectmen goes to the town meeting.
Probably within the process.
Well, we're going to meet after this, though, at our regular meeting to actually vote on these 4 items for Board of Finance to move it on to the town meeting.
Yep.
Every item, cross everything.
Great.
Are there any comments from the audience on any of these items? If you could stand, state your name and address, if you don't mind.
There's grants for Great Oak School. There's grants for Quaker Farms. from the state. There's some grants from Eversource. Okay, so the total project for the three schools is comes to about 11 million rather. Taking out all the grants, okay, the net to the town will be 5.5 million. That's how the money comes in. And like, again, we're now in the FEMA money, we're supposed to get 75% of a lot of the costs. So if on that 4 million, we get 75% back, then the town wouldn't have to go out and borrow with this bond. We have, what, Jim, was it a 5-year window?
8,
8-year window?
we have to start paying.
And it drained our general funds. Dirty.
Are there any other questions or comments? Move to close the public hearing?
Okay, all in favor?
You need a second.
Yeah.
Second.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, it is closed. Thank you for coming.
And the Board of Finance is reconvening at 7:30 for our regular meeting.